How do you see analytics? Is that something that you're tasked with in terms of standardization? I just asked because it's something I think is very interesting as an industry shift at the moment.
Yeah, I think the fact is it cannot be an afterthought. I mean, this cannot be a question that, oh, by the way, this is all great, who looks after analytics? You know, it is everyone's job. If you're doing something, and they always say, you know, if you care about something, you measure it, and it gets done. You know, work gets done when you measure. So if I'm tasked with doing all of these things, the first question is, how do I know? What is the proof of value? I ask the same things of all our software vendors, you know, whether it's Pivotal or whether we use some other companies' products. The important thing is instrumentation from the start. So if you're thinking about, here's my backlog, which is really the concept stage, how do you know what your backlog size is? How frequently is that churned? And then through the life cycle, right up until the feedback loop is completed, you need to have that instrumentation in your pipeline, automated, not because you say, oh, it's Friday, let's put in some numbers in an Excel sheet and then we'll churn out. It's not going to happen that way. So that has to be automated. It cannot be somebody's whim on what they feel is right. It's about capturing that. So when you know you're good, you know, the proof is that it shows. And the other thing I want to say is that along with metrics, the second part is security, which is also built in right from the beginning. Mm-hmm. And it's a huge concern for all of us, especially with regards to vulnerabilities and because the ecosystem is so diverse now, there's enough loopholes that people get through. So allowing our compliance officers and security officers to know that you don't have to have an audit later. It's there for you to see when you want to see, right? The visibility, absolutely. So that's also part of the metrics that I think about. There's another interesting thing that came up in this year's DORA report, which was not technology related. It's a concept called psychological safety. And if you look at the model that they came up with, said that you got all these leading indicators or antecedents, and then you got these outcomes that you all desire. But it's really how people are not victimized. So there's no blame storming for making a mistake. And developers feel that it's okay to innovate and fail fast and fail soon and then pick yourself and then iterate through that. That psychological safety is also cultural in how the organization lets them evolve and make mistakes. And so that's critical. So you're not closing the loop and all. It's like, technology is great, but having the cultural underpinnings and the platforms that people feel that they can be happy experimenting, and the fact that they've failed is just a step towards where they want to get to.